Would you like to go on your TikTok explanation to us, Mally?
Oh yeah, a lot of people were telling me I blew up over there, but I don't really care because I deleted my account.
Rip.
I've been on TikTok for 6 or 7 years now. It's where I got my start. And a lot of people are gonna say that I'm lying or whatever, but I really don't give a fuck because I know the truth. My fans know the truth. God knows the truth, and that's all I give a fuck about. But I've been on TikTok for about 6 or 7 years. Like I said, it's where I got my start. It launched me. I got 27 million likes total on there, like from life to death of that page, which is like cool. Like that's a cool thing to say. But I finally deleted it because one, it's getting banned in January, and I didn't want to be on an app that I can't even have access to. That just sounds stupid. And second of all, I have not been growing or gaining anything from TikTok for a while. It is nothing but brain rot and just corn everywhere because people are constantly posting that and trying to get their OFs all boosted over there. And it's like, I don't want anything to do with that. This was a kids app. And it was for fun dancing. And I started posting opinionated stuff because more people got on there. And then nothing was worth being on there anymore. So I'm just down for the death of TikTok as a whole, honestly. And I decided to throw my hat in the ring and get ahead of everybody else. And it's like, if I was really afraid of the conversation that's going on TikTok, because I've had a lot of people say that, oh, you're afraid, you ran away. If I was, honey, I wouldn't be posting the exact same shit on X, Instagram, and everything else, getting millions more views, comments, and attention. So, yeah, I don't play with TikTok anymore. X is way more fun.
There you go. I've never been on TikTok. I refuse to go on it because one, it just seemed like another way of like getting addicted to social media. And being on the internet a lot, since that's my job, it's enough as it is. So I don't need to go on something else. And two, it was just for everything I was hearing about, I was like, I'm good. I'm really good. I don't want to be on it.
Doom scrolling is a very real thing. That app encourages you to do it. And there are other apps trying to copy that kind of mannerism so that you can get into it. I feel like X is doing really good at that because they suck you in. Like the moment you touch on a video, it's full screened and then you're kind of just in there. It's the same thing with TikTok. If it's fully encapsulating your screen, you're there. Nothing outside of it matters. And so it gets really dangerous and people get stuck in it. Plus, think about how many horrifying trends started from TikTok. Fucking Tide Pod challenge. There was this necking thing that came out like 5 years ago. There was a kid in California that literally had to go to the hospital because a kid hit him on the back of his neck and he like was having, spinal issues. And so it's like all of these horrible things start from this cesspool app. Yeah, I want fucking nothing to do with that.
Dude, I remember when I was in high school, the best trends were like planking.
Right.
I'm gonna plank on this bench. I'm gonna plank on the roof. I'm like, why can't we do that stuff anymore?
Yeah, or like we can make a human table if we just like all sit and do this thing with our legs. And like that was just what we were doing.
Yeah, that's what everyone else is doing, like Tide Pod. I'm like, oh boy.
That's Gen Alpha for me.
No. Okay, have you been on TikTok? Did you ever use it?
No, I don't want the Chinese spyware. I'm good.
That's what I was saying.
Only thing I did, because I think it's necessary in general, is I just made an account for Melee Games to say we have an account. So if somebody tries to take our name, we already have it. But I don't use TikTok.
That makes sense. Impersonation and all that. That's a real thing.
No, I got tons of other people making fake accounts of me after I left. So I'm like, have fun.
Wow, people are weird, man. Blue Sky, that's right. Everyone's going to Blue Sky too, which I don't think is a bad thing to be on another platform, but seeing as what Blue Sky seems to be about, it just doesn't sound like a very fun place to be on.
No, that freaks me out. I will never go there.
No, neither will I. Like, I'm not against people going on other platforms, as we say, it's supposed to like branch out, find a new audience and everything, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe pick the ones that are going to stick, like Instagram Threads. Does anybody ever use that? And apparently once you get it, you can't delete it. So
what do you mean you can't delete it? What?
Made me one because I already had an Instagram.
Yeah, I don't have Instagram Threads because like they said if you ever join and make one, like you can't delete it ever. That's what I've heard.
Wild.
So I've never made one because I'm like, this thing's shit. Nobody uses it anyway.
Yeah.
Mally's like, oh my god, my life is fleeting before me. Have I done something?
I'm like, I'm posted about 4 things. I don't think that app's gonna die.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, this is so real. I saw a MySpace meme yesterday and I was like, bring it back. I was never on it in the first place, but because I missed out on it because I was on AIM and MSN.
Oh my god, you're so young.
No,
MySpace was the
I wasn't
thing.
allowed to be on it. Like I wasn't allowed on that stuff, but I was allowed on AIM. AIM was the shit, man. MSN, and then Facebook. Remember when you could poke people on Facebook and it was just an automatic poke war? Poke, 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 poke,
See,
poke,
for
poke,
me, the memory
poke,
is
poke, poke.
MSN where you would like nudge people and you were like on your computer playing a game, all of a sudden you just get and you're like, can you not? I'm busy. And they're like, talk to me, say
I
hi.
really liked when people post lyrics and stuff, but then you had a limit, so like half the lyrics would be cut off. Yeah, it was great stuff. I loved it.
Listing all your best friends in the bio on your little MSN underneath. Oh my god, I love my friends.
Dude, no, that was like the original Snapchat. Do you guys remember the original Snapchat where you had like your top friends? And you could see who was Snapchatting each other the most, and then they got rid of it, and I was like,
yeah.
Fine.
I remember that because Snapchat was the only way that we communicated in high school. Like we didn't text. What was that? No, we had Snapchat. And I think it was also because we knew our parents couldn't monitor it. And so we were like, we're sneaky. And it was like, no, you're not.
Yep. I don't even use I haven't used Snapchat in like 4 or 5 years at this point because it's just
No, I
trash.
just deleted mine because I didn't use it anymore. I deleted Snapchat and TikTok at the same time because I'm like, fuck these apps.
Yeah, I feel like I've never actually permanently deleted. I just deleted off my phone and everything, and it's just there forever. That maybe when I come back in 20 years, I'll be like, I'll have like 5 messages and be like, ah, shit, should respond to these.
Open from 8 years ago.
Yeah, that has happened where I just don't ever look at it, and then I'll get something from like my sister of her child, and I'll be like, oh, I missed that. My bad. So